Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats on Reviews and I'm with the movie Vegas Vacation. Yes, we're back with the National Lampoon franchise. Well, this is I think the first or only movie that's not in the National Lampoon franchise actually, but only in the Vacation franchise of the National Lampoons. Yeah, but we had the Griswold family was back again. Eddie was back again, which was very nice. Oh, Wayne Newton was an actual person. Really? Huh. And we had the actual Siegfried and Roy. Huh. We had still the same Alan as we had in the other Vacation franchise, in the other move from the Vacation franchise. So that was very nice. We have Chevy Chase again, and we also had Wallace Shawn in this movie as a blackjack worker. Larry Hankin? No way, I didn't recognize him. You know, he plays, what was Mr. Shackles? Something like that in France. Always complain that they made noise, even though they didn't make noise. You know. Huh. Even Embry, where do I recognize you? I've seen your face before. All I Want for Christmas. Anyway, you know, I'm not really a gambling kind of person. Well, Harold and Kumar, White Castle. Go watch my review for that one. The Prophecy with Christopher Walken. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really a kind of a gambler, you know. The only gambling that I do is at a carnival fair. Scream 7. You know, in the slots machine, you know, I just, you know, I was, you know, when was the carnival, the fair, you know, when it was in our village or town or whatever, I always went, for a period, always went to the slots. And sometimes, you could even find, you know, then I went very early, you know, before it was open. And then I looked down under, you know, everything, and sometimes you could find, you know, some coins to use here in the slot machine or something like that. So, you know, good times. And then I always, you know, was at the, whatever you call it, yeah, that shooting. You could choose one of those stars, or fingers, or yeah, that shark from Finding Nemo, you know, and then you could shoot on its teeth, and I always did that one because that one was the easiest. You know, the fingers, you always had to shoot it perfectly off. You know, just like, you know, those hands had then fingerless gloves, and then you had to shoot off the fingers, of those fingerless gloves. You know, but I had to go nice, you know, way too hard, you know. Or the star show shoot 1 star down, you know, of a nail, you know. It's but also a bit hard, you know. Just the teeth, you know, just hit the top of the teeth and it falls over. That's it. It's easy. And then also some other things that he had, but the teeth were the easiest one, so I always went to that one. I haven't been to a fair in a while. Even though we have here one at a big field every year we have one, but I never go. I also never went since I live here almost for 10 years in The Hague and I never went. But let's just start with Vegas vacation. We see and hear Clark sing Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. And, well, he didn't sing too well already, you know, he's driving. And then he takes out a pamphlet or a full, brochure or something like that of Las Vegas and starts reading it. Still behind the wheel. You know, he makes a right at the stop sign without stopping and almost crashed into another car that's now spinning around. And I go back to him singing horribly. Still reading the brochure of Vegas. But we can leave that because if you want to subscribe next, watch the movie yourself. He had terrible luck in Vegas. He lost, I think he said $22,600. Dude, come on, really? Well, his son, on the other hand, Rusty, was not of age actually, but he got a fake ID. Well, he was on fire. Also, like I said, we had Siegfried and Roy in this movie, the actual Siegfried and Roy. First time seeing them, actually, I've always heard of them and I've seen them, you know, referenced in other things, but I've never seen them as actual, an actual person. And I don't mean in real life, but also in a movie, you know. I never seen them before, so it was nice to see the actual Siegfried and Roy in the movie. And they invited Clark on stage during the first trick, and well, he disappeared. They made him disappear and make a tiger appear, white tiger appear in his place, and he was just gone. But overall, the movie was alright. It was not as good as the other movies, but still more fun than some others. Overall, I have very low for. Go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend a good Vegas movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and check out my second channel on the keys for the food snacks every week from time to monsters. Welcome my first channel Underdog Reacts where to primarily music. I know about The Hangover. I've seen The Hangover multiple times, so you can recommend it, but like I said, I've seen it multiple times, so I know what's going to be happening. And I've seen the third movie also in the theaters, so when it came out. But I'm going to leave that. See you guys next time.